There was almost something muted about the crowd's reaction to the procession of body bags into the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital, central Gaza today. Where you'd expect other family members visibly shaken, weeping loudly, it was quieter than normal. Perhaps weariness, or maybe because inside these shrouds, 12 members of the same family, including 3 children and 4 women, the would-be chief mourners, were all dead. The Asma school building in the west of Gaza City was also hit again. The roll call of the dead there, 7 people, including some of Mohammed's friends.
We were sitting in front of our tent. Suddenly a huge strike. My friends who were with me here were killed. Another one was killed over there. May God have mercy. My little sister was injured.
If anyone thought that the killing of Hamas's leader Yahya Sinwar might mean a pause in the fighting, last night they were well and truly disavowed of that. The Israeli military sent in another army unit to support forces operating in Jabalia, the largest of Gaza's 8 historic refugee camps. At least 33 people were killed there yesterday. According to the director of a hospital near Jabalia, his facility came under attack last night and is still being targeted. He appealed for help.
Please, our brother and sister, all the humanitarian societies, urgent call just to please help our medical staff and the injured people.
In the last 24 hours, according to the Palestinian Health Authority, at least 67 people have been killed in Gaza. Today, a number of international medical charities confirmed to us that they've been banned from entering Gaza. It comes just days after the US warned Israel it needs to do more to improve the dire humanitarian situation or risk losing military assistance. How many medical charities have been denied entry to Gaza and why?
A total of 8 medical humanitarian organizations were denied entry into Gaza as of last Tuesday.
Why?
That's the million-dollar question. Now, what I can tell you is that the fact that we have been denied entry can be translated into thousands of deaths over the next 2 to 3 months if we're not on the ground. According to the WHO, 29% of the medical services that are provided in Gaza have been basically cut out by cutting or by denying those 8 organizations entry to Gaza.
We haven't been able to get a response yet from the Israeli government as to why the ban. It becomes hard to know what to say about this level of constant rolling suffering, sometimes even hard to know how to feel. If you're little Rushdie El-Hissi, you open your mouth up to cry, but very little comes out.
Well, now there have been at least 8 Israeli airstrikes on the southern suburbs of the Lebanese capital, Beirut, this afternoon. So let's get the latest from there and our international editor, Lindsay Hilson. Lindsay.
Kathy, the problem for Lebanese is that they never know when and where the Israelis are going to strike. So, for example, this morning, our Lebanese colleague was late because she got stuck in a traffic jam. Why was there a traffic jam? Because an Israeli drone had dropped a bomb and hit a particular car going down the road at a place called Junia, which is a Christian suburb. 2 people, we understand, were killed in that strike. We don't know who they were or why they were hit. We don't know if the Israelis were targeting that car or, you know, it's a moving target. Maybe it would have been another one, although on the whole, they're pretty precise. But anybody else could have been injured along the way. And that is what it feels like to live in Beirut. You hear the sound, the whine of the drone above all the time. And you don't know who's around you who might be an Israeli target. And then this afternoon, we could hear the bombs falling in Dahir. Now, Dahir is the southern suburb, which is a Hezbollah stronghold. Hezbollah won't let us go there, so we don't know what it looks like at the moment. My understanding is that there aren't very many people left there. Israel has talked about there being tunnels there and arms dumps held underground. But again, we don't know exactly what they were targeting. But what we do know is that there were a lot of explosions in Beirut today.
And tell us a bit more about Hezbollah's response. Are they continuing to fight back?
They certainly are. We understand that they fired about 168 missiles from southern Lebanon into Israel today, including, and they also floated this drone, which seemed to be an attempt on one of Prime Minister Netanyahu's residences at Caesarea. The Israelis say that there are this great web of tunnels under the ground in southern Lebanon as well. And that is what they are trying to do. They fill up some of those tunnels with concrete or they blow them up. But Hezbollah has it's very well prepared for this battle, and it is continuing to fight despite all of the blows that Israel has rained down upon it.